Okay, no.
Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache here with the American School of Hypnosis, and you're here with Hangout with Rene Hypnosis Chat, and we're just getting set up. So as you sign in, please go ahead and say who you are, where you are, so I know who we have here. Let me refresh my television. We got a fun show tonight, a lot of things going on. And I have a frog in my throat. Let's take care of frog. And here we go.
Click on the video.
And I go on this way here.
Yeah. There it is. Yep. Click on it.
And there I am with the live. Turn off my outside volume
Pause that. Pause that.
and pause.
And you'll see the comments over there.
Okay, so I see that we are live, and I'm going to go ahead and say something in the chat. Just make sure that's working as well. And it says, oops, and it's frozen. Okay. Hi, everyone. There we go. So the chat's working. Let's see, who do we have? There's Raluca's on. And let's say, go ahead and tell me who you are, where you're from, and we're going to get going. So I'd like to say welcome back. As many of you know, I was gone for about a little over a week on my vacation, a surprise vacation. So, and that's going to be part of the topic tonight. It got me thinking a lot about the problems that we have as practitioners. So hi Gene, one of the things I want to speak about tonight is hypnosis disclaimers, liability, about telling people to check with their doctor, and I guess the topic is going to be self-diagnosis gone wrong. Dun, dun. And we're going to chat about that. And let's see, it is 6:59. I'm trying to stall to get to 7. We're supposed to start at 7 officially. I always come in a few minutes early to make sure we're all set up. There's no gimmicks or glitches or anything going on. I see we've got a few people already on, so go ahead and tell me who you are, where you're from, while we're waiting for the witching hour, which is 7. We have 1 minute. So, what was that, Raluca?
701 on my phone. 702.
Oh, okay. My computer says 6:59. Hers says 7:02. So I guess we're going. So anyways, once again, hi everyone. For those that just came in, Rene with the American School of Hypnosis with Hypnosis Chat with me. And purpose of this is just to get to know you, to answer questions, let you know what's going on, do a little bit of teaching, and most of all, having fun. So before we get started, I want to go over some announcements that might be helpful. Number one is the Hangout we have now. Hi, Brooke from Australia. All right. And Jean's from Leslie in Illinois. Now they're all coming in. Like I said, the topic is self-diagnosis gone wrong - hypnosis disclaimers. And this will be going live. It is not live on YouTube, but we're going to leave it posted on YouTube afterwards. Now, normally we do the Hangouts on Monday night, but since we missed last Monday due to my vacation, we're doing it tonight, which will be probably posted and up and running tomorrow, if not sooner. So it'll be Friday's video. In the future, I want to go back to Monday night. So our hypnosis live chat we're going to be doing it Monday night at 7 p.m. Now, we used to always do a Tuesday morning video, but we can't, it's hard to go live on Tuesday morning. Every time we went live on Tuesday morning, I got bumped off because of the amount of people. We got shut down. I mean, there was so many, you got that circle going and pixelation. It seems to work out a lot better on Monday nights. Hi, Jerry. She goes, I made it. And so did you. Yeah, I made it, Jerry. This time I'm here. And so that's one of the announcements. It's going to be Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or this time. And we'll be doing questions and answers. So write down your questions and I'll think of my answers, and having fun. Sometimes we do giveaways, drawings, which brings us to tonight. We're going to be doing a free gift towards the end of this program. I'm going to be giving everyone who's here, excuse me, I kind of deja vu there, a free gift. It's actually a $25 value, so hang out for that. Taking the cough drop out. That frog is still there in my throat, but I'm going to catch him. So that's number two. Number one, a new hangout night, and number two, free gift coming at the end of this program. And we are going to be announcing some new, a weekend actually special coming up, but I'm not going to tell you what it is tonight. It's going to be announced tomorrow morning sometime on our What's New page. And right now there's nothing at the bottom of this in the description, because when you go live on the phone, you just kind of don't have time to do that. So I will be coming on the computer right after this when the video's over and putting all the links you're going to need below the video to go to our What's New page, and you will see what we have for specials. Now, so I guess you could say, surprise, surprise, surprise. You're going to have a surprise in the morning. What's on the What's New page? That's where we put what's going on in the company. It's a new page we've done. New programs, new products. When we get them, we put them on the What's New page. And hi, Brooke. Hypnotist going to trance while working. Yeah, we do. And Charles, good to see you. And yeah, thanks. I'm feeling a lot better. And Dr. Phil of I'm being called the Dr. Phil of Hypnosis. I know who you are. Thank you. And let's see. New programs, products, special offers, discounts, freebies. We have freebies, books and stuff like that. And fun. That's where to go. So it's our What's New page. It'll be at the bottom of this video once I'm able to finish the video, get up and post it. So make sure you go up there. And at the bottom of the What's New page, we have a comment box. So please go down there and comment in the box. Let us know you visited so I know it's working, because those little things make me happy, and you do want to make me happy. My eyes spinning? Okay, you do. You should have heard that music in the back. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, come in and say hi. Now, let's see, what else? Some people had asked me last week, I mentioned we have a thing called a super chat button on the right. If you look at your chat, where you're chatting right now, oh boy, all kinds of people are chatting. I probably should have looked at that. I could see the chats as they're happening. But if you look at the chat thing at the bottom, there's a little $sign. Don't you just love $signs? And the whole idea of the super chat, let's see, is that if you want to give a chat that we notice right away, or since this program is free to you, you can join, have fun, get everything you like for free, and you'd like to donate to the program, click on the super chat and you can donate whatever you like and leave a comment at the same time. So it's kind of like, I guess, depending on the amount you choose, it's like buying me a cup of coffee or dinner or a new car. And I'll surely notice it, especially if it's a new car. And again, it makes me happy. But okay, enough with the hypnotic eyes. So let's get started in talking about what's going on. And before we jump into it, I want to see who's here. Like I said, Noel from Australia, Jean from Leslie, Illinois. Hello, hello. Jerry from Arizona. Oh gosh, would I like to be in Arizona today? It's cold. Hi, Jerry. Connie and Brooke. Let's see. We have Charles and Wellness Canada. Now, who was it in Wellness Canada? I know we just spoke the other day on the phone because I remember the Dr. Phil of Hypnosis. But tell me your name. Excuse me. And let's see, Jacqueline. Jacqueline's here. Hi. From St. Louis, Missouri. The place of the, I call it the half McDonald's arch. If you had a Twin City, you'd have the other half, right? Get rid of the river. And so I'd like to welcome you all here. Thanks all for coming. So let's get with For those of you that didn't know, you probably saw I took a small vacation last week. Gosh, all the days are blurring. I can't believe how fast this month is going. Last Wednesday morning, I decided to go to the emergency room. A little history, I've had pneumonia since January, on and off, okay? And like all good hypnotists, we like to self-diagnose ourselves. So I've had pneumonia and I just use hypnosis. I don't like going to the doctor. And yeah, Wednesday at 4 a.m., Luca just reminded me. It got better in January, then it got worse in February, and it got better, and then it started to come back. And for the last probably 4 days before I went, I was having a real hard time sleeping and coughing. And so after a couple nights of not being able to sleep at all, every time I lie down, you ever seen those dolls where you hold them up and their eyes are open and you lie them down and their eyes close, open up? They're kind of freaky. I was like that. Every time I lied down, I started coughing like crazy and going into convulsions. And so 4 in the morning, I woke up Raluca. I said, let's go to the emergency room. Let's go get an antibiotic pill, one of the good ones. Because we were using, oh gosh, what's that called, Raluca? We were using clove oil and thyme, natural stuff, putting it in a little pill capsule and swallowing that. It's a natural antibiotic. It's actually pretty strong, but it wasn't working. So we said, well, maybe we need something different from, there she goes, clove and oil. It's different from the emergency room. So we went to the emergency room here and I said, I need antibiotics. I have pneumonia. And they tested me and they said, we're admitting you. You have, what is it? Respiratory or something, heart failure. I can't remember but my ticker was having problems. So they admitted me and I stayed there for 6 days. Not fun. I still have a lot of the little needle marks all over the place. I look like a pincushion, okay? And 6 days later, I'm back, better than normal. They put 3 of those stents in me, and I never did get my antibiotics. But I lost 6 days of work, and it's like someone said, next time you go on vacation, maybe you should consult with me so you can go to a better place. I would have rather gone fishing, okay? It would have been a lot more fun, more productive, all right? But anyways, everything's okay. But that got me to thinking, what if that were a client that had pneumonia and started coming to me and say, oh, I know what it is, just give me a suggestion or give me a script or a session on pneumonia. And I hypnotized them for pneumonia and they believed in me, so they didn't go to the doctor and they just kept on doing that and they had heart trouble and didn't make it. Ta-da, okay? Not only is it terrible that they didn't make it and terrible that they were sick and all that because of not being diagnosed by a hospital or doctor, but there's a huge liability for you folks. And that's what I wanted to talk about, is practitioner liability. And hi, Jennifer from Ontario, all the way up in Canada. And I thought it was cold here. Anyway, and Mimo's here. And so anyways, there's a lot of liability as a practitioner. So whenever you're dealing with anything, medical or medical, dental, anything, mental health, you need to have a disclaimer, and the disclaimer needs to say, if you're not a medical or mental health practitioner, you need to tell them, okay? And that with any kind of medical thing, they need to check with their doctor first. Had I checked with my doctor first, I probably wouldn't have had this problem, although I didn't have a doctor. Okay. I mean, I haven't been to a hospital, I think, since I was 40 years old, so that was a lot of years ago. I always said I use my mind to cure everything. I don't get sick. Why do I need a doctor? So I haven't had a doctor. And I kind of wish I had now. So I feel we're behaving. It's the first time I've had to take medication in over 40 years, So, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to behave and do all the good stuff. So we're already starting it. And it was one heck of a weight loss session also. I lost 16 pounds in 6 days. You guys want to be part of that plan? A lot of needles involved. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And as we get going, I'm going to answer some more questions as we're going, if anybody has them. And I do have a disclaimer that I put in my books. So I will go over that to give you some ideas. So those of you that are practitioners right now, what do you do for disclaimers or liability, or what do you tell your clients to have them sign or anything, or do you, before you do a session, especially health or mental health related? So I'd like to hear from some of you, see what you got. I know we have a lot of you are practitioners out there. And even if you're watching this video later, if you're not live, go ahead and let us know. And let's see, we got quite a few more people that came in. And like I said at the beginning in the announcements, we are going to be having a freebie we're giving away. It's health related, something that's going to really help anyone who does need to feel better. It's a $25 value. Ooh, it's something we normally sell online. It's actually not on the online store right now. We took it down a while back, so you can only get it here. Dun, dun, dun. But okay, so let's see. Let's hear from some of you. What are some of the ways you use disclaimers, or do you have them sign a disclaimer, or do you tell people to check with with their doctor first? Do you let them know, hey, I'm not a practitioner? Do you say, hey, I'm a, hypnosis guru practitioner? Let's see, Wellness Canada. I have borrowed ideas from my teachers and some from your book. There's a way to get on my good side from my book. I do make them sign a disclaimer before a session. Very good. They need to know. And as more of you are putting things down, I did a search through a lot of my books today, and I found one. It was actually my medical hypnosis scripts. And I have a legal disclaimer notice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. You might get some ideas from this if you want to jot them down. If you like this and you'd like me to, I can also post it, I guess, in the description below the video later on. But you let me know if you'd like me to post it or not, or if you just want to take notes. So this is a long one because it's for books, but basically it's a legal disclaimer notice. It says, let's see, I'm trying to read it without looking too far away. The materials in this manual are designed to be used by hypnosis professionals and those trained in the hypnosis in the field of mental health. They are the author's opinion and understanding of hypnosis. I'm letting them know it's just my opinion. Always be sure to work within your realm of practice. Medical and mental health scripts should only be conducted by licensed professionals in those fields. So this is what it says in the book for those of you that purchase it, letting you know and warning you that make sure you're medical and mental health professional if you're doing those kind of sessions. It is advised before using any of these scripts that you read them through in their entirety. You should become familiar with them before using them on your client so you're aware of their content, and alter parts as necessary so there's no unexpected surprises. And that's really important. I mean, you've got a client coming in, even if you have a full day, take the time to read through the entire session first. What was that word? I always had trouble with a word. Being from Maine with my accent, I have trouble with a lot of words. But it was something uselessly, it was a word like that. It was, and I kept going, this. I had it tongue-tied. So if you have words in the script that you can't say, okay, change them. That's the nice thing about having your scripts printed out, before you do anything is write on them, change them, make different, that really good, effortlessly. See, I did it effortlessly. But I used to say effortlessly. Nothing worse than in a session going, and it's very effortlessly. And the people are going, huh? Even though you hope they missed it in hypnosis, they don't miss a trick. The subconscious mind picks everything up. So I practiced. I got in front of a mirror and said, effortlessly, effortlessly. See, my eyeballs even go together when I say it, effortlessly. So make sure you know the words. Make sure you know what's in it. Make sure there's not something against their belief system. They might come in wearing a Buddhist robe and you're talking about Christian ideals, or the other way around, or there's so many things that can be said or done to offend someone. They might be very clinical and you're saying spiritual things. So once you find out about them and you're taking notes in your little comment sheet, also change things. Before you start the session, take a few minutes, write notes, add in whatever you need extra on the script. If you don't want to write on your script, have a little sheet on the side that you can use as well. So let's move on with, let's see, the next paragraph. Neither the author, nor the American School of Hypnosis, nor the American International Association, in that case, are responsible in any way, shape, or form for any loss or liability caused by utilization of any of the information presented in this publication. We are not, and this is what you should put in yours as well, we are not medical or mental health practitioners, unless you are, okay? And these scripts or this process that you're doing is created as a helpmate to your practice or to your health, a helpmate to you. I know with past life regression, we do past life regression a lot of times to get to the source of a mental health issue, panic attacks or whatever, PTSD. But even in my past life regression, I'll say this past, we're not medical and mental health practitioners, although this may help you. It is designed for entertainment and knowledge. So that way people don't think you're their doctor, and it's amazing how many people would like to replace you for their doctor. Let's face it, it's easier. If you had a problem with let's say heartburn, and I told you you need to get up and run around the block 3 times, take a drink of water, stand on one foot and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Or you had a choice of take a pill and call me in the morning. What you gonna do? Take a pill and call me in the morning. That's why pharmaceuticals are so darn popular, okay? You just take it and call me. You don't have to do anything. The pill does everything. It goes inside you and it runs around and does all those little pill things. So it's easier. People always want the easy way out. So you have a choice of going to your doctor, setting up an appointment, or just listening to a session. They're going to choose the session, and then they're going to blame you because it didn't work. So keep that in mind. You're not a mental health or medical practitioner. Please seek out the advice and permission of your physician before using any of our scripts of a medical, health, or healing nature to ensure they are safe and acceptable to the user. So before treatment with us or before coming to see us, if you have a medical or mental health problem, please get permission from your practitioner. If you're not a medical or mental health practitioner and you're planning on doing something, depending on the laws of your state, I would suggest that you get a note from their doctor. Again, liability issues. I don't know a lot of people that have been sued, but it only takes one to ruin your business, okay? And let's face it, people are very litigious these days, a lot more than before. If you look at them crooked, there's a lawsuit because it's a way to get ahead financially without having to do anything. Again, the easy way out. Take a pill and call me in the morning. All right, how are we doing? Let's see, going back here, where are we? Safe, acceptable. Yeah, please seek out the permission. I don't know if I already said that, but please seek out the advice and permission of your physician before using any of our scripts of a medical, mental health, or healing nature to ensure that they are safe and acceptable to the user, okay? And let's see what we got. Finally found the chat function. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to find those. I think the chat function can be put on and off. Isn't that fun? So, and finally, I have at the bottom, I have note, and this is really important. I should have done this myself. In any situation regarding pain, it is important to realize that pain is a warning system, a warning signal from the body that there's something not quite orderly within, and it requires attention. Therefore, the first step should be to check with a medical professional to have it taken care of. So pain is like a security system, okay? When your security system goes off, you check it and you call the cops, right? Well, when pain happens, it's letting you know, hey, there's something wrong with my body, and you check with your physician. Now, if the doctor says, okay, you're all set, like I know people come see me for pain management, have you checked with your doctor? Yeah, I did, and they said there's nothing they can do about it. Nothing at all, no. Well, ask them if you can use hypnosis, then we use hypnosis and get rid of the pain, because of course, hypnosis is a great way to get rid of pain. So lots of people use it. I've used it on many. I've used it on myself for years, okay? So it's a great way to do that. So that's just a disclaimer from one of my books to give you an idea of what you can do. And I'm going to look here at the notes. Again, if any of you use any kind of a disclaimer or have people sign a disclaimer, let me know. I'd like to hear what others are doing in the field. What do you do to protect yourself? Okay. Let's see. And yeah, Brooke, that's very good. I think a name she has meaning. So instead of you are relaxed, Betty, you are relaxed. I think that's great in having a discussion with someone before they go in hypnosis. But unfortunately, when they're in hypnosis, I try not using their name as much as possible because I want to keep them relaxed. And they might be in La La Land somewhere. When I say Betty, they go, huh? I've had people just open their eyes when you call their name out. I do use their name in a hypnosis session if they've gone too deep and I need to pull them back out. For instance, okay, on the count of three, I want you to tell me what you're experiencing right now. 1, 2, 3, and you hear nothing. And I'll go, Betty, come on. And they jump up and, oh, okay, on the count of three, I want you to tell me what you're experiencing. Yeah, so 2 things you want to be careful in a session is touching them. Okay, don't touch them on the hand or the face or the shoulders, because we do touch them on the shoulders or the hand for NLP, for different kind of cueing. But always warn them first. I'm coming to your right side and I'm going to touch you on the hand. If you understand me, nod your head. That's a good way to, then you touch them on the hand. Otherwise, if the person has PTSD, they might go for your neck. I mean, I've seen some pretty violent jumps in hypnosis. And the same thing with a name. If you need to pull them back, but not if you want to try to make them go deeper. But very true. It's very personal. It's strong. I love it when somebody speaks to me. If they say my name, it's like, wow, that's great. Okay, let's see. Please post them all. So you want me to post it? I'll put the disclaimer. I might see if I tweak it. I thought I had a disclaimer maybe even in the hypnosis manual that clients can use. I'll see if I can find that as well. Well, if it's in the hypnosis manual, you already have it. It's a free hypnosis manual. And for those of you that don't, go to AmericanSchoolOfHypnosis.com and you will see a little, looks like a gift package there, and it says free manual. Just download it there. It's a wonderful book. So let's see, any other questions? Go ahead and let me know. And we got quite a few people on, but I think everybody was listening, so not a lot of questions were being asked. Let's see what we have here. I think the disclaimer I went over, and best manual ever. Well, thank you very much. I use the manual all the time. Connie, I wrote that manual years ago, and I refer to it all the time. I mean, I wrote it. It's like, what was that? What? And I go look through it. It's funny when I refer to my own manuals. I've written, I'd say, about 50 books so far. So a big part of my bookshelf is my books, and I'm always referring to them because they're all about hypnosis and self-help, So it's interesting, especially if I need a script. Let's see. Let's talk about the free gift, okay? I do have a free gift for you folks as my way of saying thank you for coming back. And I'm not going to, just in case Kia is listening to me, she spoke to me about she has a script for chronic apologizing. So I'm not going to apologize for not being here last week. But since I wasn't, I decided to give you guys this free gift and have a great special this weekend, which I'm going to be announcing tomorrow in my email, as well as go to our What's New page, which will be posted at the bottom of this video once I get to work on the titles, okay? And what is the free gift? It is an MP3 called Sleep Your Way to Health. This is an MP3 that I've been using for a long time. I actually have one for health, wealth, relationships, and happiness. But whenever I'm feeling down in the mouth, a cold, pneumonia, a lot of different, I just want to feel better, I listen to that. So it's about an hour-long MP3. The whole idea is you would turn it on when you're ready to go to bed and just lie down and go to sleep. What it will do, it gives you a few instructions, very little telling you what to do, disclaimer, not to listen to it while driving a car or using a chainsaw or something like that. But basically, you close your eyes and it goes through a relaxation to bring you to sleep, to help you, especially if you have insomnia. And once you go to sleep, it gives you suggestions, basically for about the next hour, and suggestions on health. And you can listen to them and go to sleep, or not listen to them and go to sleep, and just go to sleep, and it works on you. And the nice thing, at the end of the session, it doesn't say on the count of 5 you're going to open your eyes. It just says, and you'll remain in a deep, relaxed sleep and only get up if there's an emergency. So continue to rest. Great thing. You wake up in the morning feeling great. So I will have the link to this video at the bottom of the page again. So you might want to come back maybe in an hour or so. I'll leave it here for about a day, but I don't have it now because I have to put all the good things in the bottom, okay? So I'm going to put the link in the bottom and you just click on it, but hang on to the link, type it, keep it for yourself, save it to your page, because after about a day, I'm taking it down because it's only for the people that are here live. And it's as a way to get people live, okay? And I'm taking it down after. Now, right, I just said that, and everyone who's going to be watching this tomorrow and the next day, I couldn't make it, I was working, can I have it? And instead of writing to me, I usually get a bunch of letters. What I'm going to do is, it is also going to be available on our AIA Hypnosis and Self-Help Forum. So, because we want to grow this forum. It's great to have all these people. We've got like 250 members. It's great to be able to chat with everyone and learn from each other and ask questions and answer questions and share things. So I will have the link to that below the video as well. Go to our AIA forum, and it's free to join. It has several questions, to make sure you're not a bot. And we accept you to come in, and it will be there somewhere so you can use it. And we'll try to leave it there as permanent as possible. But as with any kind of forum, it keeps on going down the list as time goes on. So it'll be there, but you might have to scroll forward a bit. So that's what it is. It is the Sleep Your Way to Health. It's just a link you click on. So it's a good idea to save it. And depending on the page you open it on, I believe if you open it on Chrome, it's very easy to download it to an MP3. I know I use, what is the name of the one I use? I'm waiting for Luke to come back. Firefox. Firefox isn't really, I guess you could say MP3 friendly, They don't really give you a lot of options to download, but Chrome usually does. If nothing else, do like I do when I'm in a pinch. Just play it on your cell phone and put the cell phone next to your head. That's all. It'll go off eventually. Hopefully not before the session's over. So, let's see what we got here. How can we tell if someone is faking a trance, acting like they think we expect them to? Well, first of all, I'm going to say don't use the word trance. That is one of my hot buttons. I hate the word trance because of the things it brings up. I'm in a trance. How do we know if someone's in hypnosis or open to suggestion? Okay, just think of it. Trance is the old-time word that the scary old people used to like to use to scare everyone from doing hypnosis, the mesmer type stuff. But if you think, how do you know someone's in hypnosis? As long as they're not fighting you. Whether they're faking it, think of it. You're talking to me, give me suggestions. I could be faking listening or listening. It's the same thing. It's just like an imagined memory or a real memory hold the same value. So whether they're faking it or not, unless they're going la, 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 and actively fighting you, don't worry about it. Now, the other thing I'm going to say about that, Jeff, is not knowing what the context is that you're using this in. If you're doing a hypnosis session for money, okay, don't worry about it. Because if you're doing a hypnosis session, who's going to pay $150, $200 for a session and fake it? Okay, they're there because they want to be helped. They're paying their money. They might, try to make you think because they're a tough nut, but they want to be helped. So don't worry about it. Just do your job. I tell people it's a two-way street. Hypnosis isn't a magic spell. I'm going to give you 100%, but you need to give 100% too. Because if you don't, it's a 200% thing. You're only getting half of it. So I'm going to do, there's no guarantee. I can't guarantee your mind. You need to do your job, which is sit there and allow it. You don't have to listen to me, but at least allow it, because in hypnosis, some people will hear every word you're saying. Analytical people usually do. Some people will hear a few words and go off and come back. I know when Raluca hypnotizes me, she says, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and the next thing I hear is, on the count of 3, open your eyes, we're all done. It's like, you didn't hypnotize me. That only took a minute. She'll say, look at your watch, and it was like half an hour or an hour, okay? Because once you get to a certain level, there's timelessness. Once you hit the theta brainwave state, there's no time. So everything from that point forward is missing. I saw someone left a comment here, is stage hypnotism real? It sure is, because when I used to do comedy hypnosis, I did it for about 15 years. It was an hour-and-a-half show, and after usually 5 to 10 minutes, I had people already in the theta brainwave state, and they'd be done. I have them open their eyes, and they say, when's the show's going to start? And they were already there for an hour and a half. I'd show them the video, and they would swear they never participated. And everyone's laughing, because the thing is, once you hit that timelessness state, the theta brainwave state is also the state of amnesia, so you don't remember, unless, you know, some people will, but most of them won't. But if I tell you as a hypnotist, you will remember, you will. So most people, once they hit that level in a comedy show, they don't remember anything, so they lose that time. Let's see what else we have. Some people ask about claustrophobia on the forum because it precludes an elevator for a deepener. Yeah, if they have, that's why we have so many scripts in our script manual. We give you so many choices, even in the free hypnosis manual. You want to ask them about, if they have claustrophobia. Do you have a hard time with spaces? If they do, don't do the elevator. Or you can say, I always say, it's a nice, spacious elevator. One of those elevators with the glass on the side so you can see right outside, It's comfortable, a happy elevator. I mean, you can embellish like that. But if you know they have problems with that, no, use a staircase. Use, walking down a path, going to the ocean, nice wide open space, Yeah, you have to adjust. That's why it's good, if you have like your cheat sheets, your scripts with you, have at least 5 or 10 of each different things, your induction, your deepeners, your depth test, have a choice available. And the thing is, once you've spoken to the person, find out they have a problem, and you're taking notes on your intake sheet, then you just go to, you say, give me a minute, go ahead and relax in the chair for a moment, and, I can't use this one, that's claustrophobic. Or, they said they hate winter, so I'm not going to use the relax by the fireplace in the winter, so get a Hawaiian one, Hawaiian beach. But, yeah, good point. Going back to what you said, Jeff, how can you tell if they're faking it? Again, you can test them, but you don't really have to, because like I said, especially if they're paying for it. And people are going to act like we expect them to. I mean, I've done that in a doctor. They come in, here you are sick as a dog, and they say, how do you feel? And, I feel great. Then what are you doing here, So everyone wants to please the person in authority. But just tell them to do as they feel. There's no right, there's no wrong, don't resist. Just enjoy it, let go. Use your imagination, that's the easiest way. Let's see. And it looks like that's all we have for questions right now. So if anybody else has more questions, go ahead and let us know. And remember, tomorrow morning, I'm going back on the announcements for those that might have come in late. I'm scrolling back up to find them. Tonight we spoke about self-diagnosis gone wrong. Make sure that you use your disclaimers, liability, check with your doctor first, keep safe. I'll put some of the disclaimer on, or a disclaimer on underneath here later on. And a free gift will be below this, okay? And other than that, if you don't get the gift right away, even if you miss it, it'll be on the self-help forum, and I'll have the link for that. And go to our What's New page to see what's going on. I still have a free small book on there, and there's a lot of fun stuff there. Anything new that's going on is there. And I just saw another comment here. Let's see, what was it? Oops, let me scroll down here. Whoa, A lot of stuff down below. Ever use instant inductions? Brooke. Yes, quite often. Again, being a comedy hypnotist, I'll use like 30, 40 of them at a time. You know, sleep, 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 sleep. If you go on some of my videos and punch in comedy hypnosis, you'll see me doing that. In session, hardly ever on the first session, because it kind of freaks people out if they're not used to it. But if it's somebody that's coming back a lot, 4 sessions, 6 sessions, I might tell them, okay, this time I'm going to do something a little different that's going to help you to go into hypnosis a lot deeper. Matter of fact, the ones that I use, if you look in the hypnosis manual, it shows exactly how to do them. I'll use usually the hand, where the hand is out, and I put mine underneath. I tell them to push really hard, push, 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 and then I let go with my hand and I go sleep, and theirs goes, you know, it's like it like jerks downward, sleep, and you'll see the head come right forward. But let them know you're going to be doing something. You're going to feel a little type feeling. It's going to help you to relax. Don't be scared. Just go with it. One thing, Brooke, whenever you do an instant induction, I learned this the hard way on a stage in front of 300 people, hypnotizing 20 on stage. Once you do an instant induction, continue talking. Don't ever be quiet, because you are the landline. Okay, they're listening to you. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's kind of freezing, so I want to cut it.
Oops, Ruler's letting me know I'm freezing. You're their landline. You're what they're listening to, and if you stop talking, they're all gonna. What happened to me is they all opened their eyes one by one, and looked at me. I lost all 20 of them. I had to start all over. So if you're doing an instant induction in a session, you know, and you go sleep and you do, or I do the hand clasp one, you know, same thing where I push the hands down, and they're both in the manual, in the free manual. As soon as you do it, say sleep, you're going deeper and deeper. Everything's fine, just allow yourself to go deeper. If you keep on talking, it'll really take them from, you know, one stage to another a lot deeper. That's one of the ways I take people into the theta brainwave state in just a few minutes. You know, if you can do that, you're not wasting as much time doing a session. If it's a simple session, a paid session, I try not to do them because number one, it might scare the client, and number two, it shortens the session so much that the client doesn't feel they're getting their money's worth. So if my session is going to take about an hour, then I won't do it. If I'm doing a past life regression or a life between lives, which takes a lot longer, then I might do it just to get them there quicker. Post-hypnotic suggestions permanent. Good question. A post-hypnotic suggestion will last as long as it's desirable to the client. So in a post-hypnotic suggestion, once you leave here, you'll never pick up a cigarette. You'll feel healthy. You'll feel great without it for the rest of your life. That's a permanent suggestion. Or I might say, when I did comedy, okay, when you open your eyes, you'll only speak Chinese. You'll help me load my equipment in the car, speaking Chinese the whole time to everybody, and then you'll snap out of it. Funny as heck, okay? Or if I say, you know, for the next 10 minutes, you will feel an exhilaration. You'll want to dance. You see what I mean? That's a temporary one. So you can make it for whatever you want, but in most cases, you want it to be for a long time if you're doing something permanent. So yeah, they'll last as long as it's good to the client. Another example is if you tell somebody every 10 seconds, you're going to scream bonsai, okay? And then you walk out. You think that would be permanent, but it's not. They'll go bonsai, and they'll wonder, what was that? They'll go bonsai, what was that? And about the third or fourth time, they'll stop doing it. Because you never do anything against your will in hypnosis. So they're going to realize, hey, this is stupid. I don't want to do this no more, and they won't. And it's embarrassing. So people won't do what they don't want to do. Keep that in mind. And that's what we have. So, hey, I appreciate all of you coming, and please do give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the video. And also click on that bell. There's a bell that you click on that will let you know when I go live. It'll kind of give you a notification in your email, Rene's going live. Because I know I said I'm going to do it on Monday nights, but I kind of like, sometimes I just feel like getting on the video and talking. So maybe on a Tuesday morning or on a Wednesday at 3 in the morning, who knows? If I come on live, you'll be notified. You won't miss it. is sometimes I just like to do a sporadic thing. It's a lot easier than having to type everybody an email, hey, I'm coming on. So subscribe, click on that bell, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below because I like them and it makes me happy. And oh, by the way, thank you for all your well wishes. Buddy, hey, I'm back. I got barraged with emails today, well wishes, and you guys sending all the well thoughts and prayers and everything, and I really do appreciate it and appreciate you. I'm glad that we have the Hypnosis Forum, help me to build a community and get to know as many of you as I can. That's the way you make friends, that's the way you grow and learn. So I'll have that link below so you can come on in if you're not a part of the group, part of the family, and I hope to see you there. So, and you're welcome, Connie. You guys take care. I just need to learn one more time how to shut this thing off. I think it's that button.